Hey, hi, it's Friday, and I'm Marcia Grace, your modern meditation mentor here, as always. And today, I want to talk about the things we leave behind. Yesterday was a day of sadness and joy as I and a few friends celebrated a memorial service for a dear friend. She was a unique, incredible woman, and so many people are going to miss her. And in the last month and a half, I'd say at least, while she was transitioning, we didn't know that at the beginning, but we knew she was very sick. And I also was recovering from eye surgery, so I was kind of out of the loop. I spent a lot of time, I was kind of pondering things, and I started to, think about, wow, I'm not getting any younger, and I've got all this stuff accumulated in, if you walk into my basement, please don't. I myself am horrified by what's there, and you have to make little pathways through the stuff. And I have no clue what's in most of those boxes. In fact, when I think to myself, when I go, my kids are going to take one look at this and they're going to start screaming, "She never threw anything away." They'd be right. They'd be absolutely right. I have books, I have clothing, I have toys that aren't even useful anymore because the kids have outgrown them. I don't know why I never gave them to them. I have no idea what's down there. I mean, it's really a rat's nest of stuff that has to go. It has to go, definitely. And this is one of those commitments I'm making to myself that that I'm going to start getting rid of some of that stuff. Because I'm sure there are things there that would be valuable to somebody, even though I no longer need them or want them. So that's the things that I don't want to leave behind, because my kids will be haunting me instead of my haunting them. Uh, so, but if you're like me and you've collected tons of stuff that you never use, um, I mean, hey, come on, I know I'm not alone. So that's why I'm talking about this. But of course, there are things that I've collected that are great. That I'm glad that I've collected. Happy memories with family and friends. Needless to say. Uh, the wonderful plants in my garden, which will long outlive me, and I have one of my favorite things is it's an evergreen perennial called Orcuba. It looks tropical, but it stays evergreen all winter long and has beautiful yellow speckled green, light green leaves. And it's a big shrub, grows really, it's like almost 6 feet high in the place where I planted it. It grows quickly, and it is beautiful. So it makes a wonderful screen planting. Anyway, but there are many other plants that I've planted in my garden that I'm, I know that at least that will, I can leave that behind and know people will enjoy it. And the things that the 4 books that I've written. I'm so happy that I have those to follow, to leave behind, and the years and years of Facebook Lives like this one that I've done to help people with their stress. My plan is to perhaps turn some of these videos into a book at some point, and now that my eyesight is back, I'm so happy to say that I can actually see just as well as I did, if not better, since before the surgery. So it's been a long haul, but it's wonderful. So I'm really so grateful for that, and grateful to my ophthalmologist for his wonderful work, in keeping my eyesight going. So I'm thrilled about that. I just wanted to get back to my friend's memorial because it was a packed house. It was a packed house, and many people had such beautiful things to say about her. She had a lightness about her, even in her practicality. She was very practical and a very responsible person, but she had a lightness and a joy about her that was infectious and hysterical. Frankly, I mean, she would do stuff that was just crazy. She'd do crazy stuff, and people love that. People love when you do something out of the box. Out of the box, and she would do out of the box stuff all the time, and we all loved that about her. She and another thing is she never. I think another reason why so many people loved her was because she never spoke harshly about anybody. That's not to say that she didn't have her opinions about things. Don't get me wrong. She certainly did. But she would not ever say anything mean or unkind about anyone. And to me, that's a beautiful characteristic to have. She didn't dwell on the past. She wouldn't mourn her mistakes or anybody else's mistakes, as far as I know. She just would, say, hey, we all make mistakes. Let's move on. We move on. We go forward. We go ahead. We learn from our mistakes and keep going. And she was a beautiful role model for that. She really exemplified that so beautifully. She stayed present. She really stayed in the present moment. You leave the past behind because the past is over, right? It's done. Why would we want to hold on to it? All there is, because usually when we do hold on to the past, we're holding on to those negative, unpleasant memories of pain or disappointment or what have you. And frankly, I don't really see any purpose in that. To me, that's self-hatred. That really is self-hatred. So stop. Don't do that. Let go of the past. So she was a wonderful role model for life because she really showed so many people how to be a person, how to be a person who cares about people and goes about her business doing the right thing as best she could. Again, everybody makes mistakes, and she'd have been the first to admit it. But move ahead. Don't dwell on it. Don't stay there with it. So she really lived a life of joy. I really think she brought so much joy to other people, and exuberance and lots of people. She always said, she always wanted people around her that she could share happy times with. And so these are the kinds of things that she left behind, and I would certainly suggest that we all do the same thing. So, what will you leave behind? What will you leave behind? Start thinking about it now. I mean, I don't care how old you are. You never ever know what's going to happen in the next minute, much less tomorrow or next week. So it's a really worthwhile thought. What will you leave behind? And if you feel that there's something that's left undone, maybe there's a grudge that you're holding on to, maybe there's an argument you have with someone and you haven't resolved it, or maybe, who knows? Maybe there's a project that you've started and not completed, or that you would like to start and haven't yet. This is the perfect time. There is no time like the present. So stop making excuses and just do it, because you will, first of all, be very happy that you did when you do it. And secondly, you will leave behind another beautiful gift for others to enjoy. So think about it. What will you leave behind? And start planning. Start planning right now, okay? All right. So, as I always say, nothing begins, everything begins with a thought. So, you should be noticing your thoughts and paying attention to them. And if you find that they're causing you stress, we don't want to hold on to that stress, right? We want to live a life of abundance and joy and happiness and fulfillment and success and all those good things. So you want to let go of that stress. And the easiest way to do that is to let go of the past and be in the present moment. And then you'll know, because then when we're in the present moment, that's when we'll be able to hear our guidance that will direct us as to what to do now, what to do right now. You know, what do I need to do this minute to take me into the next minute? That's all I need to know. I don't need to know about what's going to happen next month or next week or next year. You know, maybe, you know, there might be some shadow plans that we make, and that's fine. I'm not saying you shouldn't make plans, not at all. But to dwell on the future or the past is not where joy is. Joy is in the moment. So that's it. That's what I have to say today. And have a beautiful weekend ahead. It's a little cool here on Long Island the last few days, but sunny. So today is nice. Go out and enjoy the day. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your friends, your family. Enjoy being alive. Okay? All right, until next time. And don't forget to join Calm, Creative, Joyful for the Busy Entrepreneur if you haven't already. And you'll get some guided meditations, and you'll get some nice memes and some good thoughts. And, you know, it would be lovely to see you there. And you might find that helpful. So, Calm, Creative, Joyful for the Busy Entrepreneur on Facebook groups. And until next week, have a beautiful week ahead. Bye-bye.